What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to do old school run and gun style vlog. I've got an animal coming in today and I'm going to show you how we do this. Stick with me, let's do it. Going to the Fedex hub this morning to go pick up a shipment. Got an animal coming in, unplanned, saw it on there, had to have it, unique animal. I'll show you why in a little bit, but normally I've got quarantine already set up, ready to rock. I figured this time I'd bring my quarantine tub with me and show you, because this one's a little bit bigger than a normal baby. Show you what we're doing. So, what we've got, a nice big easy storage tub with the gasket. Latches are important, especially on the midsection where you get a lot of flex in the lid at the widest point. So I only use tubs that latch because I don't like escapees. Now, everything you'll see here is very sterile and unassuming. Plastic perching, plastic water wool, plastic hide, paper liner. And that's because when you're quarantining an animal, you always want it to be clean, clear, easy to see if there's any external parasites or anything out of the usual or normal stuff. You can easily observe urates, fecal material for any irregularities, things like that. If you plan on collecting fecal samples, having a clean, sterile environment allows you to collect an unadulterated sample that's good for running those tests. It's just an easy way to keep things clean and clear so you know if anything is wrong or if your animal needs any treatment in any sort of way, and it just makes life a little bit easier. So because this animal is coming from an individual who traded it to a wholesaler who then posted it for sale, which I purchased, but the animal was actually on their vending table at a show in like Virginia or something like that. So I'm basically going to quarantine for a long time. You know, shows are great vectors for picking up external parasites, to no fault of anyone's. You know, it's just how large gatherings of people with lots of animals go, unfortunately, sometimes. So I'm going to do my due diligence, quarantine this animal for several months, and yeah, this will be its home. We're going to go pick it up at the hub, as usual, doing this before work. So we're going to run over there, pick it up. You'll notice I don't do any unboxings at home because I open up the animal in the car. I don't wait. So I'll show you a little bit of that, check out the animal, and then get to work so I can stretch out a little bit more and show you why this animal is so unique a little bit. And yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So stick with me. So there was a delay. The truck coming from the airport with all that stuff is late, so I'm going to have to go on my lunch break. So I'm at work getting a bit of stuff done, cleaning pools, cleaning floors, all that good stuff. Figured I got my camera. Why not give you all a quick update on things over here? Miss Rudy over here is going to be getting her pool cleaned today. She's been back in here for the last few days. She was paired up with her boy Addie next door for some breeding activity last week. Got some good lots. We actually have a few eggs in the incubator from a clutch she laid about a month and a half ago. First one of the season for her, so hopefully this next one will be bigger and better. Want to come out and say hi? Want to come out? Pool cleaning day, sweetheart. Come on out. Come on. You being shy? She's being shy. Rudy. No, you like your pool? Come on out. She's truly the best lizard. She's got the best disposition. Come on. She's going to be around 10 years old this year too. We love her. She's everybody's favorite. So while she's taking her sweet time to get out of the pool and make it easier for me to clean it. Let's see if, oh, there he is. Hey, Addie. Wanna say hello? What's up, buddy? Good morning. What are you doing? Hi, handsome. Addie's a good boy, aren't you, bud? Shitty. Shitty guy. He's a sweetheart. All 7 feet of him. Isn't that right, bud? Water monitor shit. Alright, it's warm in here, I'm sweating. So those are Asian water monitors for anybody who doesn't know, who isn't familiar. Rudy is a black dragon, which is a naturally occurring melanistic mutation. Addie is a het black dragon. He's much bigger because the males in this species are. They hatch out of eggs about that big, and they're around 12 inches when they hatch, but that's a big lizard that needs a lot of space, a lot of food, a lot of heat, and a lot of attention. So when we have babies, we don't just sell them to anybody. We vet a lot of people very closely before they find new homes, and if you are looking for water monitors, I highly suggest you do a lot of homework and research first. Just throwing that out there. But they make wonderful pets if you know what you're doing. Rudy's a sweetheart, Addie's a sweetheart. They're the best. So, there you go. Alright, so it's been a while since I showed off anything in the shop. I think a year ago or so I did a video called How to Go Pro in Reptiles or something like that. I'll put a link for it up here. Yeah, things have changed. We've been dialing in, well, past tense, we have dialed in our enclosure design, so they're seamless faces. Got the lattice style sort of notched together, so it's structurally very sound. The faceplate rests and resides in, and then it's chemically bonded, so these things are strong as can be. Got a beautiful Lesser Antillean iguana yearling male in there hanging out. But as you can see, got a bunch of enclosures over here. A few more there. A few sizes that we don't have on the floor, but I build all of these. We have a CNC machine, we cut them all. And yeah, been a lot of fun. Isopod tank growing nicely. Tons of plants in there, tons of bugs. Good stuff. Got some young savanna monitors in here hanging out. Believe it or not, these guys are much more communal and tolerant of conspecifics than you would think. Good lizards, again, if you want to get into monitors, don't want to get something large. And again, know what you're doing. And you guys know I love savanna monitors. I had Reptar for about 9 years before he passed away. They're great lizards, a lot of fun. Good monitor if you want something that stays in like the 3-foot range or so. Not too crazy. But yeah, here's the shop. Still got the dope murals all over the place. Bell's phase lace monitor there. Red-eyed tree frog there. And we've kind of opened up and spread out the layout a lot. And more to come. We've gotten rid of the fish and kind of switched it over to all more like bioactive and live plant. I'm gonna get a bunch of frogs in there. We got a really awesome mata hanging out in here. He's a ton of fun to watch feed. Gonna get him a bunch of fish tomorrow, so unfortunately no feeding today. And then for those of you who remember my crocodile geckos that I've had, they're now living in here, lavishly pooping all over the place, which is weird. They never did that at my place, but here, they're all over it, so I don't know what changed for them, but they're doing really well. LED UVBs over here, basking, tons of hides, thriving. The babies are in these 2 enclosures here, so there's some of the little babies actually right now. Another one hatched this morning. These ones are a few weeks old. Super awesome little geckos. Smashing fruit flies at this size. But yeah, it's really cool to see those. They're doing really well. We've done a bunch of overhauls and setup sort of really nice naturalistic enclosures in here, preparing for some geckos and ones that are empty. Got some false chameleons, a bunch of cresties, a lot of good stuff, a lot of live plants, a lot of geckos, cool things, animals that are good size and make good pets. Is kind of what this whole room's being overhauled for. Still have our product wall over here, but yeah, things are definitely changing. And then one of the biggest things we did was we had this 16-foot aluminum sort of 1-inch diameter tubing shelf that we made, and we got rid of that and replaced it with 5 14-slot Cambro tub racks here. So these are all like the really nice high-end Cambro tubs. They're like 20 bucks a piece if you're buying them individually or retail. I don't know what we got them for. We got them bulk and a pallet, but they still weren't cheap. Acrylic slide bars for locks. It's all heated, obviously, in the back, and it's pretty sweet. We've still got a bunch of little exos up here, and those are gonna go. We're gonna make basically a smaller version of this in some fashion for the small colubrids and things so they don't get out. We've got the beautiful bearded dragon enclosure here. A couple of our breeders hanging out in one of our 4x2x2 enclosures that I built. LED lights, mercury vapor bulb, and an optional second basking socket should it get cool in the winter and they need more. Eventually we're going to have 2 more stacked up here for the rest of our breeders and just have a really sweet display so people can literally see all of our products and enclosures set up for the most common pets that most of our people and customers get. So yeah, lots going on the sales floor. It's pretty sweet. This is still the assembly area, rodent breeding, snake breeding, and future quarantine room. We're slowly moving everything out of there. It's gonna be awesome. So this whole room will eventually get a big overhaul. We're gonna line this wall with enclosure, close it up, and make it a usable sort of like education room. So it's going to be primo. It'll take some time because basically these extra projects kind of get chipped away at as we have time and as Grant has time. So it might look like a little bit of chaos, but there's control in this chaos, trust me. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to cleaning Rudy's pool, and then probably next time I pick this up is when we run out on my lunch break to go pick up that snake. So hang tight. All right, on my lunch break, officially going to pick up the snake from Fedex. Got quarantine tub at the ready. Let's try this again. All right, she's here. This will probably be the closest thing I ever do to a live unboxing, folks. But as I said, I like to check everything before I even get home. Alright. Oh, cool. Much smaller than I thought, which is totally fine by me. I prefer to grow them up anyway, so the fact that she's a little on the smaller side is good. It also means that she was power fed. She didn't look big by any of the photos, so I didn't expect her to be big, but it's just nice. Remember, carpet pythons don't need to be huge, especially not on wooden carpets. Sweetheart. Oh, you're going in the shed. Always nice. It means in a week or so she'll be like brand new. So here she is. Now on camera she just looks like a pop wooden carpet, which she is. She has these weird, really dark splotches on her, especially here on the tail. Even in shed you can see that. And I suspect, yep, there's more. There's some more black pigment out of place and some more here. I saw all of this on her photo when she was posted on Morph Market the day she was listed and bought her right away. So if any of you were fast enough, you probably saw her. but you weren't fast enough to get her, I promise you that. She got a little nose rub, but that's okay, that'll heal in no time. Just a few sheds. But she's sweet. She's got great stripe, great orange base color, so even if these black splotches don't turn out to be anything, I'm happy with her. She's got some cool markings. Again, I'm gonna set her up in quarantine and then we'll show her off some more later on once she sheds. But if these black patches turn out to being anything, the only way to find out is to keep any babies that produce from her and do some breeding trials. So now you know what we're doing. So gonna load her up and get back to work. We'll take a look at her later. Well, she's home. She's settled in. She's on some heat. She's got some water. Got her on a thermostat. This is kind of a little quarantine area up here. If I ever have new stuff coming in, I can modularly switch out different size tubs or have multiple. Anyway, this is where she's at. Don't worry if you didn't notice, there's lots of ventilation on all sides and it's nice and snug, sealed. It'll hold humidity and heat really well. And if she sheds out in the next few days, I'll throw some pictures in at the end. Otherwise, that's probably going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks for hanging out with me and picking up this new oddball. Helped me come up with a good name for her. Those black blotches, kind of freaky, kind of weird, kind of odd. Who knows what it'll do down the line, or if there's anything lying underneath that. Not really sure, but yeah, let me know what you think. If she sheds out, like I said, I'll show you guys, but otherwise, that's going to do it. Big shout out to my sponsors, Heligai Serpents. If you guys need any 3D perching, better than these ghetto PVC stuff, some nice, really quality 3D printed perching stuff for your animals, Heligai Serpents on Instagram or heligaiserpents.com. He's running discounts, Riley 10 for 10% off for people right now, or join my Patreon and you can get discounts for that. Even more, lots of discounts through that. Riley Jimison on patreon.com. My other sponsor, Reptiles Express, they're the best for all your shipping needs. Do not sleep on Reptiles Express. In fact, they've got a code out for me, Riley50, for getting 50% off up to 10 labels per customer. So save some money on some shipping. One of the best companies out there. Get all the supplies you need. They also have a sister company, Premium Crickets. Check them out if you need bugs or anything delivered to your door. They do animals as well, and use code Riley15 for 15% off there. Big shout out to USARK and USARK Florida for always fighting litigation and keeping our rights alive to keep these animals. I'll drop all their information below. If you are not a member, please go change that and join. It doesn't cost much. You can also become a member for free, but really try contributing. It's really easy to do. And that's going to do it for us. Shout out to all my patrons. Cool. Love, peace, and chick grease. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Always quarantine, no matter who it's from. You'll thank me later.